I bet you thought you were going to see me hanging, like, kind of like coming in this way down below onto the phone and swinging around and going, guess what? No! It's a metaphor. Thank God for that. I wouldn't want to be hanging by those for 30 minutes. I'm already 40 years old, so they're already getting a bit lower anyway. So, you know, if I was hanging by them, they'd be, you know, anyone who's older will know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, that came out of nowhere. I wasn't sure how I was going to start this, but there we go. I've done that. Yes, we all know. If you're a bloke, you know. If you're a woman, it's other bits that do that. Anyway, I've just got off the phone to two different things. I've got this new phone, which I can't show you because it's here. I'm talking to it now. Hang on, just checking something. I am on Wi-Fi, so that's good. Otherwise, this could be a funny, even stupider story. But my old phone was knackered, right? I got a phone call at exactly the right time from someone saying, we can get you a better deal than what you've got on your current provider, right? And this was on a phone that had stopped working and nobody would fix it for me. Nobody would fix it for me. Sorry, you won't understand what I'm saying, will you? So anyway, so I said, right, sorted, it's time. So they're going to pay, there was an early cancellation fee, they're going to pay that. I've got a new phone, it's brilliant, all that. I've had my first bill, and it's like 1.5 times what they told me it was going to be, right? So I've had to ring up about that and say, what's this? Oh, it's prorated. Oh, it's because of this. And they can explain it, right? And it was all explained to me at the time, but it was like, la, 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 big sales tactic, right? And I was like, I just want a new phone. I just want a new phone. Anyway, I've got one, and I've sorted it, so that's fine. But that took me 15 minutes. And then it turns out the early cancellation fee that is going to get paid by my new provider to pay the old provider for that because I cancelled early because they poached me. I've now got to get a bill off my old provider to give to them to prove and this and all of that. So I've got to jump through hoops to fucking do it. I've already made about 25 phone calls in the last week. That's an exaggeration. I think it's 5 or 6 in the last week to cancel insurance, because I've already got that through my bank account, but they set me up on this insurance, which I'm then going to have to pay for after 2 months. So it's like, well, just ring and cancel it. It's like, I don't want to have to do that. It's a ball ache. It's a fucking ball ache. I don't want to have to do it. Okay? But they're like, no, we'll set it up anyway. I'm like, I don't want you to set it, but they did anyway, right? And it doesn't cost me anything, but it costs me time to ring these people, because you go through to a switchboard and then you got to listen to all the numbers, and then you got to press the button, and then you get through to something else, and then you're in a queue, because every call centre is always super busy. They're always more busy than the people they've got. Why don't they just get more people? Anyway, right, there's that. So I had to make this second call today to ring my old provider to get a bill, and that took me 15 minutes just to talk to someone to say, can you send me a bill please through the post from my account that is on your screen in front of you. You just click send a bill. 15 minutes that took me. 15 minutes, right? So that's 30 minutes I've spent today fannying about. Yes, they are. They are, Ant. 30 minutes fannying about, right? So that's why I've said that. I think I'd rather have been hanging by my knackers, okay? Because they're getting lower anyway, because I'm getting older, so therefore it wouldn't make any difference, right? And also, I'm building strength everywhere else. Why shouldn't I have strong knackers? Anyway, why am I going on about this? Right? It's all this stuff that you have to do that you shouldn't have to do, right? However, there's a few things here. Now, I could get angry about it, right? I probably sound angry. I've literally just got off the phone about 5 minutes ago. And I was like, right, I'm going to do a video on this while I'm like this, right? Because I'm annoyed about it, but I'm not going to let it rule my life, right? I'm kind of almost over. Just talking about it now is doing me good. So I'm kind of almost over it, okay? But the other thing is, it's not their problem. It's not their problem. This guy was telling me, when he was selling this stuff to me, he was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, look, I just want a phone. So I was just, yeah, I'll do it, whatever. Okay? And the final number he gave me isn't the number that is on the screen, because there's VAT in and all that sort of stuff. And he kind of explained that very quickly, and I didn't hear it all. That's my problem. That is my problem. Okay? You know what it's like. People talk, just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk until you say yes, right? And then you can get angry because you're like, I've got a ring to do this, I've got a ring to do this, I've got a ring to do this. You agree to that, okay? I agree to all this, and I'm not, you know, there's no point in getting annoyed with the person on the phone. It's a person in a call centre whose job it is just to kind of run you through a script. And if I got annoyed with that person, what's the point? I'm annoyed at myself. I'm actually annoyed at myself because I let this happen, okay? That's why. It's my fault. It's not the person's fault on the other end. If the person on the other end sells you something that you don't want, it's not their fault. All they've done is convince you to buy it. And it's your fault that you bought it. You can blame the other person all you like, but the buck stops at you, right? Or at me, in this case. Now, I am actually perfectly happy with it, and I will get it sorted, but I just have to jump through hoops to bloody do it. Yusuf son, hello! I don't know if this happens where you are, but it's fucking annoying, and I'm annoyed with myself for it. But anyway, right, so, this is one of the... So, what I had to do was go through, press a number, go through it's not switchboards anymore, but some sort of computer system and all that. In the second one I got through to, the actual route I had to take to get to where I wanted to go wasn't the route I should go on, because I'm an ex-customer. But to go into saying I am a customer, or I used to be a customer, if you're no longer a customer, it doesn't recognise you and then spits you out the other end and then says, sorry, we can't process what you're trying to do. So then I had to go through and say, I want to be a new customer, speak to that guy, and then he had to put me through to another guy who'd be able to help me. And I said to him, you need to sort your system out, because he said to me, there's loads of people come through about this, and I said, that's because your system won't let me through the other way. He said, yeah, everyone says that. I said, why don't you feed it back to your boss or to your company, right? But he's just going to be a bloke in a call centre. His boss will be the boss of people in a call centre. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but he's not going to have the clout to be able to say, let's change our entire system, right? Now, what's this got to do with getting fit, strong and healthy, right? At BKS, right, I run everything. So if you've got a problem, you speak to me directly, okay? Everyone who's on my programs is in my Facebook group, or they see me in the park or whatever. They see me on these videos. You know, there's videos that go into the private Facebook group. It's there. So you don't have to go through a fucking switchboard to get to them. I'm still annoyed with myself. I'm not annoyed with the companies. I'm annoyed with myself because I let this happen. Now, here's the thing. So, this is what happens, right? I offer a money-back guarantee with everything I do, because if you don't get the results, if you follow the program and don't get the results, right, I'll give you your money back, because it's you know, the program has failed you. That has never happened. I've never had to do that. I've had to refund a couple of people who haven't turned up who said they can't turn up for like the 14-day trials and stuff like that, and kind of move it on and kind of defer it. And I'm like, well, no, because if you haven't turned up this time, if you defer it till next time and you don't turn up, you're taking up the space of someone else who could come in, who does want it. So you've got to show me commitment, right? Which is, you know, I go on about consistency and commitment all the time. If I've got someone who keeps wanting to defer it, then I'm like, right, that's not consistency and commitment. And I can't help you with that. If you're going to put it off for the next 6 months and keep taking up the space so I get fewer people through, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to help the people who want to be helped, okay? Now, this is where this comes in. If you have a problem with it, with anything I provide, any service what I do, if you've got a problem with these videos, that's not my problem. You're not paying to see them, so tough. Don't watch them. But if you pay me, if you're in one of my programs, if you're in my private Facebook group where everyone is who's on the programs, who's on the online program, the online 6-week program, who's on the online monthly programs, where I send out the monthly... It's not really a newsletter, but it's a monthly program. You get the program, but there's also a load of stuff. It tells you about what we've been on in the park, what's coming next, what's coming in the future, because we're testing a lot of stuff out in the park, which we then give to the online guys, okay? Because it keeps you going, and I'm not giving you something that I'm just like, oh, try this. It might work, it might not. I know it works because we've tested it in the park. On the guys, live. That's kind of like the laboratory in the park, and then we'll give that the online guys, okay? Now, obviously, they do it at home. You don't get to see me in person, but if you can do it at home, if you've got the motivation to do that, that's fine. I will help you with that as well, because you come into the Facebook group, and I'm there talking. If you've got any questions, you ask me directly via the Facebook group. If you need more, I'll do a video. I'll get you to do a video of technique. You put it in, I'll critique it. All of that stuff, right? It's all done by me. It's not done via a fucking switchboard where you have to press a number to get through to another number, or you listen to 4 numbers and you're like, which option's mine? None of them were me. What do I do? So you press one number, go through to some bloke who goes, that's not my job. So then he puts you through to someone else. So you end up on a call for 15 minutes. Twice. So 30 minutes. And that doesn't count the 5 calls I had to make last week. All of this is time, right? What I do is I get guys and some women, but mainly guys, fit, strong and healthy. And it's guys who've got no time because they work stupid hours, they've got a family at home, so they want to do weekends and stuff, and it's like, no, spend time with your family at weekends when you've got energy, and during the week, to give you more energy, all you need to do is find 3 hours in that week to come and do some exercise with me, or 20 minutes a day if you're on my online programs, that's all it takes. And you can do those at home, so you don't have to go anywhere. That's all you need. So you haven't got time to be in a switchboard, or, you know, if you join a gym and they sign you up for 12 months and you don't go, you can't get out of that. And if you want to get out of it, that'll make you jump through a load of hoops. If you come into me, the guys in the park, it's a monthly membership. Okay, and there's one of the guys, he's now struggling to come. His wife had a baby, the baby's 1 year old, she's gone back to work, it clashes with his times. There's only three sessions you could do. A lot of the guys are quite flexible, so they can pick and choose their sessions. This guy could only do the 3 evening sessions, and then he's like, well, her work now clashes with that, and he said, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to come anymore. And it's like, that's perfectly fine, I fully understand, and I just stopped his payment there and then. He spoke to me, and I stopped it there and then. He didn't have to go through some switchboard, it took 2 seconds. It took 2 seconds, and I get it, I totally understand. I keep saying, you know, if you're too busy, that's an excuse, right? However, I know this guy will do some other stuff. I know he's committed. Just right at this very, very moment in time, he's gonna struggle turning up, and I'm not going to take his money if he's not going to turn up. Okay, so this is the thing. If you've not got time to have another thing. This is one of the things when you think like, I'm going to do some exercise now, I haven't got time to do it because I've got to go and join a gym. I've got to go and be shown around, and then they'll sell me some stuff, and then I'll sign up to it because I cannot be asked to bloody listen to that sales patter. I'll just sign up for a year, and then that's commitment because I'll commit for a year, and then you're done. It happens all the time. You know it happens all the time. So I'll commit for a year, and then because you haven't got any time, you miss a couple of days, and then you're like, oh, sod it, I'll just go and have a sauna, and then you can't be asked to do that as well. So you don't. And then you've spent, I don't know, what's a gym membership these days, 60 quid or something like that. You've gone and spent 700 quid. 700 quid just to not have a gym membership. Or just to have a gym membership and not use it, in fact. You know, where 700 quid with me, it'll get you fitter and stronger. And then you could leave after that, after spending 700 quid with me, and you'd know, you'd have a path, you'd have a plan, you'd have the motivation. Not that you need motivation. I teach you how to do stuff without motivation because you don't need it, with the tracking book that I use and all of that sort of stuff, and you'd know exactly what to do. And that's when people go like, well, it's too expensive, and it's like, well, you get what you pay for. You know, you can go and get a cheap gym membership, you can go and get an expensive gym membership and not use it. It'll cost you more. It'll piss you off more as well. So, I'm feeling a bit better after this actually, which is nice. But yeah, so I was annoyed with myself because of something that I could have easily blamed someone else for. So there's loads of things in this. This is just a rant. It's not even a bloody point to it. It's just a rant. But if you're thinking about doing something, you know, think about the time you've got to do it. And if you've got all the time in the world to make all the phone calls and go and research everything, that's absolutely fine. Carry on trawling the internet, looking at trainers, looking at which gym's best, which gym's got the sauna, which gym's cheapest. Okay, well the cheapest one is this, but it hasn't got all of this. That one's got all of that for that price. So hang on, I'll just wait a while. I'll tell you what, I'll do a spreadsheet next to my nutrition spreadsheet where I count my macros and all that sort of stuff, right? All of that, right? Because you do that as well, don't you? Obviously. Because I won't get you to do that either. There's some people who get you to do that because you've got all the time in the world, haven't you? So you're going to do a spreadsheet to count your macros, and then you're going to go and look at which gym to go to and all that, and then you're going to, you haven't got time for that. You haven't got time. I know you haven't got time because you're here. Okay, you probably got time to watch this, but it's probably because you're a bit bored at work or something like that. So you're just like, oh, sorry, I'll just watch this. You'll only be on for 10 minutes, which will probably be 20. These are only meant to be 10 minutes long, but they're always like 20 minutes long. But anyway, you know, I'll just watch it. It'll give me a bit of a release, put it down. You go, yeah, bloody hell, yeah, he's right. But anyway, I'm not always right, by the way. But you know, these are my opinions, so therefore they are right as far as I'm concerned. However, you know, and then you put it down and go, all right, okay. And then you've like kind of had that little bit of release, and then you go back to work. Simple as that. And that's exactly how I run things down here. That's how exactly my online program's 20 minutes a day. My initial one, my 6-week one. So there was somebody thought the other day that it was like £100 a month or something. I was like, no, it's 99 quid for a 6-week program that takes you from the very beginning of what we do right through the whole thing. And then if you haven't got as much out of it as you wanted, you can go back to the start and do it again, because it's like reading a book or watching a film. You always see something different. You'll always learn something different. You're not going to learn in 6 weeks everything that we do, but it'll take you through most of it, and then you go back and can do it again. Or you can jump onto the monthly online program where we'll go into it in a bit more, not detail, but we'll go into it in a bit more like technique advice and stuff like that, and you get to learn more and you get better consistently. Now that is a monthly payment, but it's considerably cheaper, and it's the damn sight cheaper than turning up to see me in the park, where I have to be there. But you get, you know, you'll progress faster doing that, which is why it's more expensive. So, and you get to talk to me directly on all of these programs via the Facebook group or in person, or on the phone or whatever. So you get personalised help, rather than having to speak to somebody in a call centre, so I've spoken to a Welsh person today, an Irish person. I haven't spoken to anyone in Newcastle, actually. It's usually someone in Newcastle, isn't it? Like, you know, all the people with really nice accents who are like a top jolly person. I ended up talking to some lass about going to the cricket on Saturday. I rang up annoyed, and then I was like, oh yeah, I was sitting in the sun all day Saturday, it was fantastic and all that. And then I was like, no, I want to be annoyed at you. But it's pointless getting annoyed at her anyway, because it's not her fault, it's my fault. So, there we go. If you want to know more, I'm putting a link to my nutrition system down here. Now this is the cheapest that's going to be at the minute. It's a £5, right? A £5. Which is nothing. Okay? And it'll help you lose weight if that's what you want. If you want to burn body fat, it'll help you do that as well. It doesn't teach you any exercise, it doesn't do anything like that. It just it looks after your nutrition for you. Okay? I'm going to put a link down here, and it's not going to be at that price for very long, because I'm investing a lot of money into it. So this is kind of an introductory price, because it will go up. Because the more people I get down here, the more they use it, the more results I get from it, the more I can prove that it works. When I know it does anyway, but the more I can prove it, the price will go up. You know how this works, because that's happened with my sessions in the park. It's happened with everything. The more people I've got down, the more I've proved the results we get, the more valuable it becomes, the more value I add to it, because I get to learn from it as well. So therefore, it becomes slightly more expensive. It's not going to get ludicrous, but you know, it's a £5. You know, I can't live on a £5, can I? You know what I mean? I'm not doing it to make stupid amounts of money out of it. I'm doing it to help. But I've invested money in it, so therefore I want you to put some skin in the game as well. I want you to actually get something out of it. If I give you it for free, you won't use it. So, yeah, bit of a rant, but there you go. Anyway, if you do one of my programs, if you do my online program, you come to the park, or you join BKSIC, the monthly program, you get this nutrition system anyway, as part of it. So, that was a nice big deep breath. I feel better now. And I need a shower because I stink. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I might even have a pint tomorrow, you never know. Who knows? Who knows? Tatty bye. Oh, hang on, I haven't showed you my tan yet, have I? Check this out. I was at the cricket on Saturday, and I got an even better one now. Look at that. Wow, that is proper, isn't it? You gotta love that. There you go. I think it's... Yeah, it's happening around there. It's even worse around the back. Yeah, there you go. Proper t-shirt tan. Update for you. Talk tomorrow.